Hi, Joel Goodman here for a video on Dwarfs of the Mist. Now I've just got back from the gym and my arms are like jelly, so this could be a bit tricky. But here we go. Right, the thing I like about this piece is that we have all the different note values from semiquavers, quavers, crotchets and minims. Okay, we've got all the different values. Hopefully by now you know that, but just in case you don't, semiquaver looks like that with two tails, quaver, one tail, crotchet, just like that, and a minim. Okay, and in this time signature, it lasts for 2, it lasts for 1, it lasts for half, that lasts for a quarter. My drink names: milk, tea, coffee for when there's 2 of them, and I can't spell this word, chino, when there's 4 of them. Okay, so here we go, page 1. It starts off with the left hand. Okay, there's line 1. Well, what's tricky here? Well, the rhythm, cappuccino. Now, although these are written as quavers, I tend to say cappuccino tea, 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 tea. If I do that quick, cappuccino tea, 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 cappuccino tea, 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 tea. Okay. I think I went off the... No, I didn't go off the page yet. So, here it is again. Cappuccino tea. Tea, 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 tea. Cappuccino tea. Tea, 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 tea. Tricky thing, make sure that the thumb of the left hand jumps up to that A in time. But other than that, pretty straightforward. Right hand. Hold, rest, rest. Okay, so let's put it together. Hold. Tea, 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 tea. Cappuccino tea. Tea, 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 tea. Cappuccino tea. Cappuccino tea. Cappuccino tea. Tea, tea. Now, one of the common things I find that people I teach this to do is something like this. They just kind of play like really fast and not really sure what they're doing. Cappuccino tea, cappuccino tea, cappuccino tea, cappuccino tea, tea, tea. Okay, so if you were to clap it, cappuccino tea, cappuccino tea, cappuccino tea, tea, tea. I'm going to play lines 1, 2, 3 and 4. Lines 1 and 2 are the same as lines 3 and 4 in my copy. It might be different in your copy, but the beginning bit repeats basically. So here's the first 4 lines of my copy. Tea, 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 cappuccino tea. Tea, 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 cappuccino tea. Tea, 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 cappuccino tea. Cappuccino tea, cappuccino tea, 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 cappuccino tea. The other thing with the semiquavers, do try and get them clear. Again, a lot of my pupils do this. Smudge all the notes. Make sure in your practice you can get all 4 clearly. Cappuccino tea, cappuccino tea, cappuccino tea. So cappuccino tea, cappuccino. Oh, I can't do both hands like that. Cappuccino tea, cappuccino tea, cappuccino tea, tea, tea. Rest. Right, we're on to the next section. Let's go with the right hand. Okay, we're looking at this little bit here. Okay. So we get coffee, tea, hold, tea, coffee, tea. The lovely thing about that section, the thumb stays on B. So coffee, tea, all on B, tea, coffee, tea. The whole time my thumb was on B. I'll demonstrate that one more time with the pencil on the note. Okay, you'll see that pencil going up and down there. Okay, then we get rest, rest, cappuccino tea, rest, rest. Okay, left hand. My book says 1 and 2. I don't know what your books will say, but I prefer 1 and 3. Hold, cappuccino tea, rest, cappuccino tea. This bit, the thumb stays on G. Just watch that pencil, it's not going to, it'll stay on that note. So, coffee, tea, hold, tea, coffee, tea, hold, cappuccino tea. Let's put it together. Uh-oh. Ah, pencils. Pencils, they're the worst part of my job. Always dropping them. Coffee, tea, hold, tea, coffee, tea, hold, cappuccino tea, cappuccino tea, cappuccino, coffee, coffee, tea. Here, it's hard to see how the rhythm works, but I'm saying coffee, coffee, tea. Okay, just because it's on its own. I mean, you could say co, but it just sounds a bit silly. Cappuccino, coffee, coffee, tea. So here's the last line of my page 1. Coffee, tea, hold, tea, coffee, tea, hold, cappuccino tea, cappuccino tea, cappuccino, coffee, coffee, tea, rest. Now we're on to the next bit. Now this is the same idea but transposed. Transposed, we've gone from here. Now we're going to play this. So we're 1 note lower. But let's break it down. Right hand first. Hold, tea, coffee, tea, hold. Other hand. Coffee, tea, hold, tea, coffee, tea, hold. Hands together. Coffee, tea, hold, tea, coffee, tea, hold. Cappuccino tea, cappuccino tea, cappuccino tea, cappuccino tea. Cappuccino, coffee, 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 tea. Coffee, 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 tea. Coffee, tea, 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 sh. Hold, 2, 3. Now I played quite a big section there. The top of the page, this is the same as what we did before. This is all the same, so I'm not going to talk about that. This is very similar as well. Cappuccino tea, cappuccino tea, cappuccino tea, cappuccino tea, cappuccino, coffee, 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 tea. So many of my pupils on that middle note there rush it. Okay, so if I play that line, I'm sorry I don't have bar numbers, so it is more difficult this time for you if you're following along. But if I take it from these, I'll go from here. That doesn't help you guys. I'll take it from all these cappuccino teas at the beginning of the second page or middle section. Cappuccino tea, cappuccino tea, cappuccino tea, cappuccino, coffee, 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 coffee. I lost it. Same again. Cappuccino tea, cappuccino tea, cappuccino tea, cappuccino tea, cappuccino, coffee, 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 tea, coffee, coffee, coffee. So many of my pupils just kind of keep that as a quavering. It'll sound like this if you do it wrong. It just goes wrong. Now this little bar here. From the end of that scale, if we take it from the end of that, tea, coffee, 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 tea, coffee, tea, tea, tea. All legato there as well. Nice and smooth here, getting quieter. Shh, tea. Poco rit, 1, 2, 3. Poco rit, a little bit slower. Back to the opening theme. Cappuccino tea, 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 tea. Tea, 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 cappuccino tea, 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 now here, it's different. This is the ending now, right at the end of the piece. So now, what do I like to play on here? Fingers are going to be important now. So I like to use 2 on the E, 4 on the G. I'm going to write these in so I know what I'm doing. And then I like to just go 1 and 3. Probably not the most pianistic solution, but for a lazy bones like me, it kind of works. 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1. There are many options, and there's some way better solutions than that, but I like to go 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1. And I'm going to write that in. 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1. Other hand, 4, no. Don't like this bit. So we've gone. Now, yeah, I know what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go 4, 1, and now 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. So what I've tried to set myself up with here is a way of playing this so that we get these pairs of 1s and 3s. 1 and 3, 1 and 3, 1 and 3, 1 and 5 to finish. I'll just put the music in view of the camera so you can see my suggestions here. You're welcome to use them. They're just my idea of how to get through this section. But as I always say, what your teacher says for fingers, his or her decision is final, because they're your teacher. I'm just here to give options or guidance for people who maybe are self-teaching, or perhaps some of you have teachers who are not that fussy about fingers and they don't tell you what fingers you should or could use. Right, so this ending section, I'm going to go from where it starts, where the opening theme is reintroduced. So cappuccino T, 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 cappuccino T, 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 T. Now you may notice there it speeds up a little bit. Don't go too fast for yourself. And that jump there is, I remember pupils finding this very difficult. So you've just got to practice jumping. And you've got to do it loads of times until you're really confident. Same on the other hand. So 2 low Ds and we get there. Play, rest, play. Play, rest, play. The ending. Rest, rest. The ending is they're played in sixths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they move in parallel. That's bad. I use 2 and 3 on the H Catura. It's tricky that. Other hand, that's very easy. So just coffee, tea, hold and coffee, coffee, tea, hold and coffee, tea, sh, tea, sh, tea. Hands together. Coffee, tea, hold, coffee, tea, hold and coffee, tea, sh, tea, sh. Okay, that's the end of the piece. I'm sorry that I didn't have bar numbers available in this one. I should have just written them in. So I'm sorry about that. I nearly always talk about bar numbers. The main thing with this piece is keeping a steady pulse and remembering the different note values, okay? Just like I talked about at the beginning, we've got so many different note values in one piece. And so it's just keeping them all the right length of time. I hope that video helps, just on the rhythm, and gives you some ideas of perhaps fingers to use. And good luck with your grade. See you later.